I'm the artist of Project Robot, and with Milestone 3, we've done quite a lot. So firstly, the second level has been completely designed and remade, as the original level was a bit obtuse and hard to understand. I also added a unique gameplay feature, the Temporal EMP. The Temporal EMP slows down time for 4 seconds, so you can easily traverse between fast-moving platforms. It has a cooldown of 20 seconds and can be found on the second level exclusively. The entire project has been brought up to a new visual standard, including fully modeled platforms, props, shaders, graphical effects, particle effects, and a new player model. The entire UI has been remade with a new title screen, remade win and help screen, and a fully functional pause menu. Advanced camera control has been introduced with the ability to zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. New audio effects and music has been introduced. The main menu has got a brand new background. Moving platforms were remade completely, now utilizing a script-based system instead of the strict Unity animator system. When playing the game, you may notice a few quirks. So if you're, occasionally, if you have the grow power up and you're trying to break through a wall, it doesn't break you through immediately. That is because each wall has a different setting for its breakability. So you may need 1 or 2 hits. Some may only need 1, some may only need 2, or you may collide with it twice. Depends on each platform. We wanted to make the game a bit more difficult and challenging, but still keep it reasonable for the average player to complete. It may take a few attempts, but it should be more than reasonable. First level is easier than the second level, but both levels do provide a decent challenge without being too unfair. The biggest challenge comes from the moving platforms on level 2, which is where you utilize the temporal EMP mechanic to slow down time so you can effectively traverse between the later platforms in the level, as the earlier platforms are a bit slower, or if you're just trying to land a jump, it is active the entire level. There is a small tunnel passageway to go between 2 of the platforms in level 2. This tunnel passageway, you don't see your player. There is a few windows, you may kind of see them, but you're mainly supposed to follow the character. You think about it, you're moving cups. You have that little cup game where you move all the cups around. You're trying to have this mental note of where the player is. Of course, the camera is going to follow the player, but you try to keep that mental note of where the camera is, where the player is, and there is a few power-ups or pickups in the actual tunnel. So you do have to go through it all and make sure you pick them all through up, because you need all 10 to finish the level. Each level has 10 power-ups. Alongside both levels having a shrink and a grow mechanic somewhere within the level. If we were to expand on it later, we would have longer levels with more different, mix up the grow and the shrink, so to grow to go in one area and shrink to go to another. But for now, these are the first 2 levels in the game. They're not supposed to be the craziest thing, not the hardest, not the longest, but you're supposed to have a ramp up in difficulty. If you think about a percentage, maybe a 1.25% multiplier, over the difficulty from level 1 to level 2. The death mechanic is just based on falling down and falling all the way down into the abyss, and then you reset. There isn't a live system. You die, you restart the level, but you do not restart from the start, from level 1 if you're, let's say, at level 2, so you do restart from the same level. As for the setting, it's supposed to be set in an underground, abandoned facility. You're trying to go up the tunnel, farther up to further traverse and hopefully get out at the end of the game. So for now, you're just making your way up, and you can see it's a bunch of boxes, crates, pallets. We try to keep the palette very small. We don't want to make it overly complex, make it lag too much. But later on, of course, we want to have different scenarios, more, rustic theming. But for now, the sci-fi theme fits well. You can use WASD to move the character and control it. Use the P key on level 2 exclusively to enable the temporal EMP. And you can press the escape button to enable the pause menu. At the start of each level, there's a 5-second countdown to give you some time to prepare and get ready for the level to start. Thank you for watching this video.